Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. This baby tried ice cream for the very first time and instantly fell in love.
Ice cream for her birthday party. No. Legally, let go. Let go. Let go. You got a helping grip.
A 64-year-old man went on a kayaking trip by himself and disappeared. The police found him alive 3 days later by tracking the last location of his cell phone. He is currently recovering in a local hospital. This cat was caught doing sit-ups underneath a car. A coyote and a badger were spotted hunting together in California. Badgers and coyotes actually have a long history of hunting for food together. If a coyote chases an animal down a hole, the badger will chase it and catch it. If a badger chases an animal out of the hole, the coyote will chase the animal above the ground. These traditional Maasai men from Kenya were having fun using phone filters for the very first time. Here's a good example of how fast a forest fire can move. The timestamp shows that the firefighters had less than 2 minutes to get out of the area. These are 2 ribbon eels, and this is what they look like when they swim. This is what happens when you light a tea bag on fire. In some places in Vietnam, it might be difficult to find flat land to grow rice, so instead they are grown on hills using steps called terraces. There's a plant in India that can give you an instant temporary tattoo. This person designs fidget spinners that present an animation when you spin it. A thief walked into a jewelry store pretending that he wanted to buy something. The thief tried to escape, but the doors were locked. Here's a behind-the-scenes look of the type of engineering that goes into developing the autopilot system for Tesla. I know I already showed a similar video before, but this time they dug the hole even deeper to make the sounds even stranger. This person created his own radio setup in his house that allows him to speak with astronauts living on the International Space Station.
And I will have about a 10-minute window to attempt contact with the International Space Station. Hello, this is Larry in Minnesota. Nice to talk with you.
Oh, Minnesota. Man, we're kind of a low pass for you guys, huh?
Yes, you are. I'm running a vertical antenna, which is not the best way to do this, but it's working for me.
That is super clear up here. Nice equipment.
This person owns an overly aggressive romantic cat.
Stop. No.
A few days ago, over 200 people grabbed a scooter and drove through the streets of Los Angeles. The police weren't too happy about the situation. These two Americans took a train ride through a part of China that doesn't get very many tourists, and people couldn't stop staring. This bartender noticed that a man was choking and rushed over. After a few thrusts, the food was dislodged and the man's life was saved. There's a type of bird that will dive underwater and grab the suckerfish that are stuck on whale sharks for a good meal. This person took 99 phones, put them in a wagon, and started walking down an empty street and instantly created a traffic jam on Google Maps. A company developed a new type of cast that allows it to get wet or dirty.
So if your kitten's being really annoying, this is what you do. Just roll it up in a little ball. He likes it, he doesn't mind.
This person rode their bike on the train and crashed and broke a window. This is called a sea angel, which is a type of slug that can swim deep underwater. This dog is a local celebrity in Georgia because it always barks at traffic when children need to cross the street. Here's a cool graph showing the most populated cities in the world.
Good morning, Pebbles. Hi. Good morning. Hi. You wanna cuddle? Hi, good morning.
This is called a wonderpuss, and the reason why it's so special is because it can inflate and deflate its body like a balloon. Here's a dog with a very unhappy and unsatisfied face. These guys were having some fun messing around with slow motion. This poor guy is having a difficult time saying Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Gabi,
Valentine's
Valentine,
Day.
Gay,
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bagan,
Perfect. I thought you were. I thought, yeah. Okay, let's see it. Tell her.
Camping Kambagan Day.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't understand you.
These people wanted to experience the thrill of standing behind an airplane that's about to take off. The back window of this person's car got completely flipped because of the force of the wind.
Hello.
Look at this. Yeah. It's a perfect snowball.
Here's a behind-the-scenes look of how this stop-motion animation was made. This dad made a viral video with his daughter being amazed with looking at tools.
Look at this one.
The company that makes the tools saw the video and sent her an entire box full of trowels.
That's a lot of trowels, huh?
Hello.
This person created the perfect loop. This is why you probably shouldn't give yourself a haircut.
Oh no 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 no! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm about to go. No!
But he's holding it with his hand. He's holding it with his hand. Hi, buddy. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Hi, buddy. Oh no!
Okay, this is gonna be easy. Sorry, buddy.
This random guy walked behind the counter at a restaurant and pretended that he worked there and started taking orders.
I can help you right here. Right next in line. You're next. Okay. Hey, what can I get for you? Okay. Yeah, we actually have our pick 2. Yeah, you pick 2, so you can get like a sandwich, a bowl of soup.
A manager then asked him where his work uniform was.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot my apron at home. Yeah. Okay. You want me to just go to the back and get a new one? Yeah. Okay.
He pretended to get a new apron and then just left.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright. There you go. Why do you like the earlobes? It's so crazy.
This is a speed chess competition where each side has 3 minutes to finish a game of chess. Just to show off his confidence, this chess champion spent his first 20 seconds on the clock getting comfy. He ended up winning with over 40 seconds left to spare. This person likes to pretend that she's sad to get cute reactions from her dogs. There's a sport where the objective is to take a toy torpedo and throw it into the opponent's goal. The hard part is that both goals are deep underwater and people are allowed to try and wrestle it away from you. This person likes to go to protests and draw the action. This person got a little too close to the blowhole of a whale. This snowboarder triggered an avalanche and this rabbit was about to get buried. The rabbit was so fast that it ran over the top of the avalanche and escaped. This thing is the very definition of an all-terrain vehicle. These scientists wanted to observe the aerodynamics of birds by having them fly through soap bubbles. There's a strange science experiment called the Pharaoh Serpent that can make it look like you spawned something from another world. A wakeboarder found a perfectly flat lake to ride on. This drone got a little too close to this crocodile. This is how dangerous the coronavirus is compared to other, more notable recent outbreaks.
Say.
These people captured their dog slamming through a glass table on their home security camera.
Don't say anything. Grab torch.
Luckily, the dog wasn't hurt, and the owner made sure that the dogs didn't step on the glass. These people took a regular drone and scaled it up so that it would be big enough for a human to ride in. This poor cat got a brain freeze from eating ice cream.
Oh!
This person has the ability to draw using both hands at the same time. Here's a smart and innovative idea that can help get you out of a muddy situation. This person found a really angry toad.
Mira qué bravo el esfuerzo.
These scientists took a 3,000-year-old mummy to a hospital to scan his throat. They wanted to scan his throat because they wanted to learn what this mummy sounded like. For the first time in over 3,000 years, scientists were able to create this one sound of what this person probably sounded like. That is what a 3,000-year-old mummy sounds like.
Dobby, blue, blue.
This driver ran into a giant rock and didn't even really seem to notice. This is called a life straw, and the purpose is that it allows you to drink clean, filtered water from dirty places. To see if it actually works, this person took some water from a pond and put it under a microscope. Under the microscope, you can see many things living in this pond water. He then took some pond water using the life straw to see if the microorganisms were filtered out. Here's a good visual of how much $1 billion is.
So let's say 1 grain of rice is equivalent to 100K, and 10 grains of rice would be then a million. Well, how much is a billion? So my Saturday night consisted of counting 10,000 grains of rice, one by one. That is $1 billion, where each grain of rice is worth 100K. I just bought you like a Lamborghini right here, and I didn't even notice it was gone.
This is a blue button jellyfish. This person can make a paper origami swan using only his mouth. This person walked into a store and simply walked out without paying, and the cashier couldn't believe it. You can see the exact moment when this cat realizes that it got stuck. Here's an extreme close-up of a microscopic worm that can be found in many ponds and lakes. The eye of this whale got really close to get a better look at the scuba diver. Someone bought an old abandoned lighthouse and turned it into a hotel. The hotel is located 34 miles off the coast of the United States and is only accessible from a boat or helicopter. After a few months of cleaning up and upgrading, the lighthouse was ready to open.
Now it's the equivalent of a one-star hotel.
A great white shark started biting at this cage with scuba divers inside. A few days ago, a swarm of monkeys took over the streets of a city in Thailand. This is what happens when two bobcats run into each other in a forest. This woman was being bothered by a creepy man, so she ran over to this live streamer and pretended that he was her friend.
I'm sorry. With my friend.
Hi. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
It's alright. Have a good night, man.
Hi.
See you.
Where from?
Australia.
It's okay?
Yeah, fine. See you, man.
Okay.
See you. Have a good night.
Eventually the man left and she thanked him for helping her.
Are you in danger?
Yes, pretty dangerous.
Really?
Here's a dog that only has 2 legs but doesn't seem too bothered about it. This guy went into a coffee shop and started levitating a napkin. This is what it would be like if humans behaved like dogs. This guy figured out the best way to eat spaghetti.
Beach crawling around the fort.
This is a water bear, and it's a microscopic animal. What's so interesting about this creature is that it's been around for about 500 million years. During that time, they have survived 5 mass extinctions throughout Earth's history. They also have the ability to live without food or water for more than 30 years. This paddle surfer in Australia was relaxing on the water when 2 whales started to follow. A crowd of people got onto an elevator to pull off a prank. The elevator made an announcement that too many people are on and someone needs to leave. They stopped her before she left to tell her that it was all a joke. This person likes to help their cat with cleaning itself. This student had a question for his teacher while taking an online course.
Okay, Professor, go ahead. Type your question. What is it? Of course you can go to the bathroom. Yes, you can.
This is a machine with 100 individual gears. In order to make the last gear at the end and make one full rotation, the first gear needs to be spun a googol amount of times. That's the number 1 with 100 zeros after it. Long story short, it would take more energy in the entire universe just to rotate the very last gear. Check out this incredible view in Greece. This is what it's like to walk through an ice cave in Iceland.
You're joking! This is a glowing cave of ice, Mike. Daddy. Alright, I got this.
Все присутствует. Естественно, элемент самоуправления в школьной форме должен...
This person was just going about their day when a giant piece of metal crashed through their car. This whale took a giant bite out of this school of fish. This person found something hiding in the sand. People in Italy are not allowed to leave their homes right now, so neighbors are spending time working out together. This is the CN Tower in Toronto, Canada, and it creates what appears to be random colors of light on the side of the building. A photographer cracked the code and discovered that if you take a picture of each line and then stitch them together, they create certain images. This person looked out their window on a plane and saw this incredible view of space. This massive cloud was spotted rolling through the sky. Here's a really floppy baby penguin. This artist created an incredible zoetrope. Aquariums around the world are closed to visitors right now, so many aquariums are letting their penguins go for a walk to look at other exhibits. This paraglider landed on top of the chute of another glider. This cat enjoys being pet while hanging upside down.
Good kitty.
Scientists will use a drone and hover over a whale and wait for it to blow water so they can study their mucus. This is data of pollution levels in China from January to March of this year. China enforced a lockdown of the entire country, ordering people to stay in their homes. In late January and early February, pollution levels were extremely low. Pollution levels began to rise in March once China allowed citizens to leave their homes again. This tuna fish was trying to eat some bread when it accidentally swallowed a seagull.
Mewę, no, zjadł mewę. Tam leży, widzisz? Masz to nagrane.
This dog and cat both fell asleep like this. Sometimes you just need to look at things from a different perspective. This shark swam right in the middle of this giant ball of fish. Here's a dog that's really excited to go to bed.
Ready? Good night.
Just because many of us can't leave the house right now doesn't mean you can't explore the outdoors. This is what it's like to go biking in Utah. This person likes to go freediving under enormous icebergs. These cats all woke up at the same time because they felt an earthquake that was about to hit. There's nothing more fun than playing with your dog. Here's a dog that's afraid of the ocean. How would you like to eat at a restaurant like this? Don't you hate it when you're gaming and this happens to you? Don't forget to wash your hands thoroughly during these difficult times.
Nice. Even he flipped up. Yeah, he totally flipped.
This bald eagle was able to protect its eggs from a snowstorm that completely buried it. This beluga whale was very happy and fascinated to meet this penguin.
Piece number 2000. Took a long time, many hours, but thank you, thank you.
Here's a cat that's finally had enough. As an April Fool's prank, this dad told his kids that they open the schools back up and that they need a way for the school bus.
Hey girls, can you tell me what day it is?
Back to school.
Can you tell me the date?
I couldn't. No. April 4th. I hate you! Oh my god! Yes! It's April Fool's Day! I literally hate you!
This guy was so desperate to sneak out during lockdown that he dressed up as a bush.
Reached new extremes of how to sneak out.
Here's an easy animation showing how something like a satellite or the moon orbits Earth. At just the right trajectory and velocity, it's possible to make an object fall basically forever. Here's a cool device you can attach to your truck to basically turn it into a snowmobile. This train threw a wave of snow on people waiting at the station. With a little bit of editing magic, you can make your dreams come true. Many people love to ski and explore, but they're under lockdown right now, so this is the next best thing they can do. This person is blind, but he can still tell what type of soda is in each bottle.
Fanta. Give me the other bottle. This one's the tough one. This is Coke Zero.
Here's a dog that knows how to play volleyball. This dog got really excited when their owner found them hiding. Every day, this cat brings a slipper to its owner. Here's a lizard with a really long tongue. This cat likes to put itself in glass bowls. Here's a really cool optical illusion. This powerful laser is used to clean rust off pieces of metal. This cat is 29 years old, but she still has the energy to demand pets when she wants them.
What do you want? What do you want? I don't understand. Oh, you want me to pet you? Okay, I got you.
Have you ever seen a starfish go for a walk? This ferret stole this camera and didn't want to give it back. This person kissed their kitten, and their kitten gave him a kiss right back. This huge jellyfish died and fell to the bottom of the ocean, and these creepy brittle starfish went to go eat it. This tortoise was so thirsty that it dunked its entire head underwater for a drink. Here's a really smooth bat trick. This person bought a cup of coffee and used a drone to go pick it up.
You want to eat? No, it's not time. You just ate.
These apes have a really unique feature about them. This YouTuber found a difficult puzzle that wants you to remove the contents out of the bottle without breaking it. The first step is to use the rock to undo the screw. After taking it out, the next challenge is putting it all back together. This cat has a strong sense of fashion. This cat gently pet this bird, and the bird didn't seem to be bothered.
How are you still asleep, little boy? Oh my gosh. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Hi. Hey. Hey.
Some people have to wait for the bus to get to work, while this guy waits to get on a giant moving ship. This cat doesn't want this cord to be plugged in. If you set up a time-lapse of the night sky and point it directly at the North Star, you will notice something interesting. As the Earth rotates, the other stars move, but the North Star stays still. This is why it's called the North Star, because it will always be in the northern sky. Here's a cool time-lapse showing how the continents were formed over millions of years. Here's a cat that really wanted to get some treats. These surfers had no idea that a massive whale was swimming right below them. Someone's luggage at the airport burst open, letting crabs to take over and run around. There's nothing more fun than skateboarding with your dog.
He's really getting the turning thing down.
Here's some of the tricks a professional fingerboarder can pull off. This guy found a relaxing pool of salt in Egypt. This person designed a backboard for a basketball hoop that makes it almost impossible to not score.
Oh, what are you doing?
What do you think this lizard is trying to do? An explorer captured this incredible shot on top of a mountain in Italy. Here's a sleepy cat that can hardly keep its eyes open. This man took his bare hand and put it through a stream of molten metal. Because of the Leidenfrost effect, the layer of moisture on his hand is protecting him from the heat of the metal. These people have a dog that was born deaf, so this is how they tell her when it's time to go for a walk.
She doesn't understand. This is how we tell her. We just thought the world should see this.
The sunlight on a cold morning makes the breath from this alpaca look like it's breathing fire.
Good boy.
This person has the ability to really bring drawings to life. This is what it's like to go skydiving in the Maldives. A photographer in New York City wanted to document what his neighbors are doing to stay busy during lockdown. This person found a strange light dancing in the clouds. This is called a crown flash, and it's a rare occurrence when sunlight becomes distorted from the magnetic field created by the cloud. This person is swimming in water with bioluminescent plankton that create a blue glow. Here's a cat that loves to snowboard. Scientists recently discovered what they believe could be the longest animal in the world. This is a siphonophore, which is kind of similar to a jellyfish. This particular animal is about 150 feet long, which is almost twice as long as a blue whale. Here's a happy snail drinking water from the sink.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
This is what the inside of a copper mine looks like. These dents you see in this carpet are made by a cat. This person has a cat that walks around the house on the same path every day. These are all ships carrying oil to deliver to the United States. Due to the fact that people are driving less because of the lockdown, these oil ships can't deliver their oil. The ships are waiting for someone to buy their oil, but because people aren't really driving, that means nobody is buying their oil. This guy was going for a drive in his convertible when the roof flew right off. Luckily, nobody was hurt. This YouTuber hacked into the security camera footage of a fake company in India that scams people for money. He was able to see exactly who he was talking to on the phone.
Sir, you need to go ahead and get it fixed, and there will be a one-time charge, sir, okay?
So hold on, why would you charge me when there's nothing wrong? That's quite normal.
No, there are certain technical things that has to be fixed.
Technical things. Go on, try me. I'm quite technical.
This is why it's so important to wear a mask when you're out in public. Here's one seductive cat. Have you ever seen someone with moves like this? This person made a tensegrity table that is so strong he can stand on it.
Look at that! I can't believe it works. That's amazing. Didn't do it. Yes! Woo!
One.
You guys really enjoyed the glowing blue waves from the last episode, so here's some more footage. This octopus used its skin to make it look like a giant ball to scare away predators.
Do you think it's doing this for like kind of
A little wider video?
making us think is so big and
He's
threatening?
coming towards
Just
us.
gently back off a bit.
He wants us to know that he's too big to slurp.
It's like a parachute.
Oh,
Look at
cool.
This child tried to climb on this shelf when a robot came to save the day. This is called an umbrella bird. What makes this bird so interesting is that it has a long, inflatable wattle that is used to amplify their calls. This dog got really frustrated when playing a game of Connect 4. A few days ago, a massive asteroid about 1.5 miles wide came very close to Earth. The nearest it got to Earth was about 3.9 million miles away, but when it comes to space, that's really close.
Can I get a few words?
This is what's actually happening when you're struggling to put your charger in the outlet. These guys found some interesting sand while walking on the beach.
Yo, that's wrong.
This person invented a machine that can pet a dog. This guy was revving the engine of his Lamborghini to show off when it suddenly caught on fire. He had to leave the vehicle as his entire car was engulfed in flames within seconds.
How you doing?
These girls were about to film themselves dancing when the mail lady showed up. These people are acting like they've never seen two dogs go for a ride together.
It's like it's the third time.
Here's a little tiny baby squid going for a walk. This landscape in Spain looks like the surface of Mars. Here's a time-lapse showing how much the city of Dubai changed from 1984 to 2018. Here's a tortoise munching on a cactus. This is called a hooded grebe, and they have one of the most ridiculous courtship dances you will ever see. This cat has a really interesting way of begging for treats from their owner. A curious dolphin swam up to these divers to see what was going on. The future has arrived, and it's pretty incredible.
Tesla, I've had a bit too much to drink. Can you take me home? Thanks, really appreciate it.
This farmer found a way to solve world hunger. These are rivets which can be found on a pair of jeans, and this is how they have traditionally been made. Here's a really big bullfrog. That's the end of this video. Hopefully I was able to put a smile on your face, And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.